Yes, I am wearing my grandpa shorts. They're a staple piece for me. Don't judge. I'm obsessed with them. Literally everything is a mess, and that just explains my life right now. So I thought, let's make like some content out of this or something. That brings me to today's topic, which is being in your 20s. Dun dun dun. Being in your 20s. Being in your 20s is the weirdest experience in the world. And I'm obviously a veteran to it because I'm 21. Going on 22. When Taylor Swift said, "How can a person know everything at 18, but nothing at 22?" Clock it.
She clocked it.
She clocked it, okay? Because I'm sitting here at 21 years old and I like daily question, what the hell am I doing? Like, what the hell am I doing? And I feel like I never questioned that at 18. I was like, oh yeah, like I've got life ahead. Now I'm like, it's genuinely the weirdest experience because everybody is at different life levels. Literal different life levels. Like, it's so insane. Everybody's doing something completely different. I have like 5 friends. I know, it's crazy, so wild. Literally every single one of them is doing completely different things. Completely different. And that's what's like so insane. It's like everybody is doing something so different. Like, I feel like I'm a literal child. Like, I live at home with my parents. We're gonna come back to that. I live at home with my parents. Like, we see my bed, whatever. And then like my best friend has a literal child. She has a child. She is a mother. I may have another friend like went off and went to university and is like partying every night. And I'm like, what the? I'm like, what's going on? That's the beauty in it. But it's also like you feel so lost and you can feel like kind of lonely because you're like, I don't know where I fit in at. And I don't know where I want to fit in at. You know what I mean? Like, it's so weird. You're finally like free from like any type of forced socialness. So you're kind of like, what do I do? I say all this, but then I will say, bear with me. I feel like being in my 20s has been my favorite. I need to be living rather than working every day. And I be working every day. This is the thing with your 20s. So number one, once you graduate high school, everybody chooses a route. You know, when you're like 17, the world is like, okay,
What do you want to do for the rest of your life? And you're like,
go to school. And it's like, no, girl.
pick a career.
And you're like, nurse, teacher, nurse, teacher, nurse, teacher. You can't think of anything because guess what? School didn't prepare you. The best. And then you just pick one of those routes. And yeah, I will say I changed my career choice 3 times. 3 times. I can't. I just feel like that's such a commitment. It's like, and you're like, you can change it up. No, because college is like $4,000 a semester. After like you pay for that, you're kind of like, oh, I'm gonna stick to this job. You know what I mean? So 18-year-old Morgan was like, I'm majoring in psychology. She's gonna become a psychologist. Baby's a psychologist for herself. So I go to community college, which was already a bold choice. You know what I mean? Like, I live in the most
Rundown.
small town in the middle of nowhere. Which, not to be negative, like, you know, that's just where I live, which is awesome. Living here, I chose to stay here. And you might be thinking, girl, what? Why did you choose to stay here? I feel like it's such a controversial topic, but I'm gonna be honest. For me, community college was gonna be free. And then I also do not like to be lonely. Surprise, surprise. I don't like to be lonely. None of my friends were leaving. My family wasn't leaving. My boyfriend wasn't leaving. You are not going to catch me at a brand new place knowing no one. You know what I mean? Like, if I could pack everybody up and be like, let's go. Because trust me, I want to get out of this booty town too. I do. And I feel like I will. Okay? Believe in me. Okay? But for this moment in my life, I was like, I'm going to stay here. I'm going to stay here and take the free college. No judgment on people that didn't, but that was my choice. My choice. And at this point, most people kind of did that around me, so I was still like fun and awesome. And And I'm living at home. And that's not a big deal because guess what? I'm 18. It's like, you know, she lives at home. Duh. 19. She lives at home. Now I'm 21. And I live at home. I go to community college. Well, then I have to go to university. I changed my major at this point to education because I was working at preschool and I like the little babies. Okay, so I was like, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna be in a classroom. So I change it. This is what gets expensive. So at this point, I'm able to work throughout college because newsflash, the world has changed. Most stuff is online nowadays. So I was able to work a lot, which was like awesome because I started to get money and I realized I'm a bougie girl. You know, a lot of people have been making these allegations about me that I'm bougie and I have been denying them. It's actually been a flaw of mine, which is fine, but I'm like, I've never thought I was that bougie, but I think it's because I got my own money while I was living at home. So like I had my own money to spend while I'm living at home. So it's like I end up just buying things because I ain't afraid to admit it. I like overconsumption a little bit. I'm trying not to, but I do like it and I fall for it just like everybody else does. So I do have a lot of things and I feel like that makes people think I'm bougie, but really and truly, I feel like I'm bougie on a budget. Like I'm wearing Shein right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm just, and I work at a boutique, so always had like access to clothes. But anyway, so then I am now 21 and I do feel like there are people that probably look at me living at home at 21 and are shouting, she's a loser and doing a cartwheel and a front flip. And that's fine because honestly, are they right?
Maybe.
And am I okay with that? Yes, keep doing it. I kind of like being a loser. Just, I don't know. There has been nothing wrong with living at home, but I will say I have been aching for my own space because I have so many things. I have so many things because I'm 21. Like I've had my own money and I'm becoming a teacher. So I've been buying teacher things. Like I have a whole like desk over here just casually. Like I just have so much stuff. I've been collecting house stuff. Like it's accumulated to the point where my room feels, it's cute, but it's like, it's getting weird. You know, it's getting like, there's a lot, like I have a coffee machine here. Like it's getting like, this is not an apartment. This is a bedroom. But my thing is the economy is different. You know what I mean? Like right now I'm student teaching. So I'm making $0. I'm literally working 8 hours a day and making $0. So right now, there's no way. I've been dating the same guy for like 4 to 5 years, which is, you know, the sweetest little thing ever. And, you know, everybody's like, well, why didn't you move in with him? Because he has his own house. They're like, why have you not moved in with him? And I'm like, because I am making $0. Like, I don't think people comprehend when you student teach, you make $0. 0, 0, 0. So I am literally broke. I'm broker than I was when I was a senior in high school. Like, you get what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm not making any money. I'm working the weekends, whatever. Exhausted. But it's like somehow everybody around me is living with their significant other. But again, then I have another friend that's like probably going to be like a travel nurse, is just going to like see the world. Like there's like everybody's doing something different and I'm like overwhelmed by it. But I'm like, am I doing something wrong? Because working in education in the South, most people are older than you and they are like, when are you getting married? You know, when are you having kids? Because that's what everybody does. And I'm like, well, what if I don't want to do that like immediately? Like, is there something wrong with that? I don't know. I just feel sometimes like a child and I'm not a child. Like, you know what I mean? Like at this point, like you're supposed to be adulting because as I'm student teaching, like there is a couple girls that are 22 that are teachers. Like that'll be me next year when I'm 22. Like I will be a teacher. And I'm like, you're an adult. You're an adult now. Like you have a career. But sometimes I'm like, am I? I talk to my friends and I'm like, oh my God, like I have mixed feelings. Like I know for my future and I'm very productive and very driven that I need to get school done. I need to focus on my health and I do that. But then there's another part of me that's like, you're only 21 once. Like you need to be outside. You know, you need to be having fun, like, because you're only in your youthful body one time and you're just only young without responsibilities once. So it's like, should I take advantage of that or should I use my energy to grind out and set up myself for like my future? Because managing both makes you want to literally cry. That's all I know to say. I just feel like it's awkward. Like, it's kind of like you're not a, like, you know, tween. Like, it's not that awkward, but it's like, it's kind of an awkward. I feel like your early 20s specifically is awkward because late 20s, it's like, I feel like most people have it figured out. For some reason, I feel like every late 20 person already has their house, already has their job, like, they've got it figured out. But early 20s is like that deciding factor. Like, you've just graduated college. What are you doing? Where are you living? And that stresses me out. And then, like, having friends in your 20s is also completely different than having friends when you are a teenager. Because when you're a teenager, you're completely surrounded by your peers. 25, 8. I cannot believe that. I feel like I blacked out during high school. I cannot believe that I was around, like, people my age all the time. That's crazy. And you have college, which people, whatever route they go, again, you're kind of around your peers. And then you're pushed into the work field, and then you're around every age. In most jobs, I feel like you're around completely different ages. And it's like, I'm not, like, for me, I don't talk to 20-year-olds a lot. And it's like, it's weird. It's different. It's like, I just feel so young. I'm just like, I want to be like, oh, did y'all watch this TV show? And like, not in a bad way, but I'm like, they probably haven't watched this TV show because that's just not what they're interested in. And like, that's just something that like you're not used to. Like, it's just harder to make friends and find like common things. Even if there's somebody that I'm like slightly interested in, like having a little bit of a friend crush on, and I'm like trying to friend them, it's like, when do I have time for that? Because even my closest friend, my kindergarten bestie, my like, you know, my sister from another mister, is hard to hang out with. Like, I barely see her these days. I only see my boyfriend on the weekends. I'm like, how would I ever fit a new friend in this? So you end up just having like a few friends, which I'm totally okay with. Quality over quantity, for sure. I don't know. I just think your 20s is so interesting. And like, all of my friends right now are very different. They're all from completely different spots in my life, which is so cute. It's like I've collected like these friends. I've collected them. So like, I have Brooklyn, and she's my kindergarten friend. So I've got a kindergarten friend. I've got like a high school friend. I've got like a friend that I've made in my 20s. Like, that's so like, I don't know. I just think that's really neato Frito. Also, what's the difference is like 2 years ago when I was 18, it was like, yes, I knew that like I was out of high school and like it was time to get serious. But it was like, oh, well, I know I'm at least going to be here for 2 to 3 years before I graduate. But now that I'm graduating next semester, I'm like, oh my God, like, should I be getting my life together? That's the question. Should I be getting my life together? So even me and my boyfriend, okay, get this. So me and my boyfriend, like I said, we've been together for 4 or 5 years, which is a really long time. We've never broken up, which is crazy. Like, we've never even taken a break. Like, I feel like most people that have been together that long have broken up at some point. We've literally never broken up. Like I said, a lot of people are like, well, when are y'all getting engaged? Well, we always said like after I graduated. We're like, oh, after I graduated. And now it's like, oh crap, like I graduate next semester. Just knowing that like all of this life stuff happens all at the same time, it's like I need to move out. I need to get all of my classroom stuff, become a teacher, you know, figure that all out. I need to, you know, when I get engaged, you have to plan a wedding. Like, all of that coming at once is just like insane. But something else in my 20s that I realized I used to never care about is my body image. I feel like being in my 20s, I started to think, should I be being healthy? Should I be eating healthy? Should I be working out? And I feel like I never cared about that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I just ate whatever was here I mean, even when I was in my first years of college, like, there was no big deal. But now that when I entered my 20s, it was like, okay, should I be walking every day? Should I be eating like decently healthy? Because like, when I say I did not eat healthy, I used to never eat healthy. Like, if I opened the cabinet and there was Little Debbie's, I would eat like 2 honey buns. Like, I would come home from high school and I would literally eat like 2 or 3 honey buns and then just be like, what about it? Like, it was no big deal to me. And I will say, like, this past year, I have been like trying to like work out. I just would try to eat, you know, decently healthy. I'm putting this on me because my hair is bothering me. But I would just try to eat decently healthy, and it was just like, I don't know. Like I care more about my body in good ways and bad ways. But I also try to tell myself that social media is different than it was 5 years ago, even a year ago. Like, comparison in your 20s is already hard enough because everyone is at different variations of life and it's just like everybody's doing different stuff. And then second, social media is just different. It's different. When TikTok first came out, it was literally just dancing, and now it's like everything is on TikTok. So I'm constantly comparing my life. I'm constantly comparing my looks, my body to other people. And I used to never do that because I used to never have like body dysmorphia. I never cared about the scale. Like it was never something that I cared about. And I will put that as like probably one of the top things in my brain at all times. And I hate that. And I hate admitting that because I feel like that's such a weakness, but it's so true. Like I genuinely like get sick sometimes like thinking about my body because I just am like, ugh. And then sometimes I'm like, oh my God, you're the coolest and baddest girl ever. Like, you know what I mean? It's so weird. Like, and I never was like that. Like, I never, ever cared. And I don't know if that's being in my 20s and like caring more about my looks, my appearance, or if that's from TikTok and social media being different, causing me to have comparisons. I don't know. It's annoying. I do think being in your 20s on a positive note is a great time to like figure out who you are the best that you can. Because you don't really have any limits. It's like you can do whatever you want. You can have whatever style you want. These grandpa shorts that I'm wearing, I probably would have never worn 3 or 4 years ago. But now I like think they're fun. Like I just, you know, have found my own style and stuff. And hobbies and that I think everybody's a little confused. I think it's very easy to like hop on social media and go look at my TikToks. Getting up at 4 in the morning, going on walks, going to student teaching. Like it looks like I have my life so planned out, but really I am genuinely so overwhelmed. I'm so overwhelmed and I constantly think like, is this what I want to be doing with my life? Is this what I should be doing at 21? Like, I don't know. You know, so like I think it's really easy, like I said, to get on social media and you see somebody's life and it seems so put together that you just want to like get in a corner and like cry. And it's like, no, it's okay. It's like, no. Or you may get on TikTok and see somebody living their best life in their 20s. They may be going out. They might be doing the most coolest things ever. And you're thinking, why am I working? Should I have taken a year off to like travel or do something fun? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's weird. It's so weird because even like my best friend's getting married, for example. So she has a bachelorette party coming up. And like, it was so hard for me to like even take that weekend off while I'm student teaching in college and I'm working a part-time job because I was like, oh my God, like I don't need to have fun right now. I need to grind. But I'm like, no. You can do both. You can do both. You can have fun, have a weekend where we're going to Nashville. Like you can have a weekend that you're doing fun things and then come back and like get on your grind. I will also say that I've been in a funk this week and I have not been working out and I've just felt awful about it. But I'm like, it's okay. Like you do not have to have your whole life put together, but you know, it's okay to also, it's also okay to grind out, to use your 20s and utilize it as a time to figure out what you're doing. I think what's wrong is I don't like when stuff is unknown. I like when there's a plan. And I think that right now, like being 21, everything is so unknown. I don't know where my friends are going to work. I don't know where they're going to live. I don't know where I'm going to live. I don't know where I'm going to work. I don't know anything. That's the only thing I can say about it is you don't know anything yet. There's no stability. You know what I mean? There's no stability. You're just kind of like, I'm figuring it out. And that's all that anybody cares about is to basically ask you about, for me, for example, for me, anytime I see anybody, whether it be an old coworker, whether it be my boyfriend's family, my family, anybody, they're like, oh my goodness, so when are you graduating? When are you doing this? When are you getting your job? When are you moving out? It's like, that's when are you getting engaged? Like, that is the only things that people like ask me about sometimes. And I'm like, I don't know. And like, that's so okay not to know. Like, I have no idea exactly what's going to happen because that's life. Like, it's just, I don't know. it's taken very seriously, which again, like I said, that's fine. It's just a lot at once. I don't know if that helped anybody, but just know that everybody's in the same boat. Even if something looks glorious on the outside, everybody's in the same boat. We don't know what the hell we're doing, and just trying to figure it out. But I just wanted to come in here and talk about it, and I don't know, I'm gonna try to think of different like topics I could talk about. I'm probably not really that great at speaking. What a blessing, right? So I don't know if I'm ever gonna post anything like this again, but if I do, stay tuned. Bye, y'all.